Yeah. Bro, I ride it away. On a surfboard emergency. Ain't worried, they ain't notice me. Gotta get paid. Go on till I'm 6 feet. I'm pocket full on repeat. I ride it away. On a surfboard emergency. Ain't worried, they ain't notice me. Gotta get paid. Go on till I'm 6 feet. I'm pocket full on repeat. Strong with pocket full on repeat. Gotta count up and I pin down. Picture going about 100 miles. Battery we can't miss now. Standing tall, ready, always on go. Taking me to pin town. PO said slow down, so I come away and I skip town. 16 was on the age, there's 12 jurors in a mistrial. They seen I was underpaid, said you wide, no 10 town. I need like a man, even if your eyes cocked up there to me. Touchdown like I had a 6 with a shimmy, nigga, that's a pump boom. Don't be worried about what straw do. Do you and I'ma do I. So the boy got a paint job with a clear coat and a fall guy. The girlfriend need a trigger beat, I was fresh meat, no pick five. Kevin Wynn and Beyonce put a ring on it in a lunch line. Head coach and I'm on the court. Referee and I'm shooting three. Put sweat in it to the green. So my water, I can barely breathe. Kelly Slater with the board flip. Push it up when the chords hit. Violins in a bell tip. Open up, let me splash it. On the surfboard emergency. I ain't worried, they ain't notice me. Strong, gotta get paid. Go on till I'm 6 feet. I'm pocket full on repeat. I ride it away. I'm surfboard emergency. I ain't worried, they ain't notice me. Strong, gotta get paid. Go on till I'm 6 feet. I'm pocket full on repeat. Strike, second round of the fight, something ain't right. I gotta do my work. Blue walking through the air, no night flight. There was some people, some got one life to live, and I put 15 on all the hit the ground, run that rabbit past the Usain Bolt. Don't like 2 finger signs so far, I can't be taught. 19 is crunch time, and I send it home like a walk-off. AMG on steroid, get the flex once with a nightmare. Coming full force, no warning, just know I don't fight fair. Took flight, no flight fair. Hot rounds out of hot barrel. Put the mic in the head, lock into them. Tap, 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 tap there. Short LCPR. What the hell are he need for? Took him to the water, wet him up. Time for you a lifeguard. I'm my own damn lifeguard. Benzes with a wrist sharp. Might show me once hard. Get skatebooks and I count car. Play my hand for the W. Time told about who is who. Baby on this, who is who. I'm on the surfboard. I'm coming through. Sprout.
Check 1, check 2, check 3. This is your boy, Mr. Know-It-All, and I'm here with the lovely Miss Bella on Hood Talk, and we ready to get the show started. You know, we had to watch the little debate and all that old kind of stuff. I don't know if they cutting it short or what, but you know how they do. But on to the show. Go ahead and tell them what we talking about tonight.
Okay, well, hello, everybody. Hello, happy Tuesday to you. Before we get started, don't forget to subscribe to Marcus Honeysucker on YouTube and Mr. Know-It-All on Facebook. If you want to send him some love, there's the information, the Cash App information. But don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It doesn't cost a thing. But on this subject tonight, somebody want to know, what type of partner does a woman want? Can a woman make good choice on lifetime partners? What type of partner does a woman want? First off, I know for sure we want a man that's going to respect us, or a partner that's going to respect us. You know, that's the number one thing. You get that respect, you can probably work on everything else. But then, can a woman make a good choice on a lifetime partner? Well, some of our fallouts is we don't know the circumstances of how it's going to all turn out. So we're doing it on a chance. Right?
Yeah.
That's anybody. You taking a chance and what you thinking is it. I know everybody has met somebody like, oh, this is it. We good. Everything rocking well and everything seemed to be good and copacetic. Next thing you know, bam, it happened.
What
The
happened?
ugly showed up. The ugly showed up. All you gotta do is do something that don't make them too happy.
Then you find out the real them, huh?
You be told off. The representative is dead.
Yeah, I think it's a lot of representatives running around here and taking over the spaces, taking over the good spaces. What's really going on around him?
Mm-hmm.
And I see your Saints won and my Steelers won, so we don't have no, what's the name? What's up, Terrence? Up in his house, up in his thing. What's up, man?
Good evening to you.
Yeah, but yeah. A lot of things kicking off this weekend. We had the new Ghost come out, had the football season start, and the first president debate. So, man, hey, it's all right. Seems like we done had a pretty long weekend and ready to get it started. So tell us what it is. You are her. So tell us what's up, though. Tell us something.
Just told it. I just told it. And that it is what it is. So, what type of partner does a woman want? I said the number one thing is respect, a person that's going to respect her. So, if you get that respect, everything else can fall into place. And do we make good choices on our lifetime partners? We think we are, but all the time it doesn't work out that way. You think you found him or her, and it's not it. They still be community property.
Well, I think, well, saying it like that, I feel what happened is we sometimes expect too much out of partners or whoever we deal with. Sometimes we looking for a savior um, or a better half that feels like they know everything that we doing before we do it. We looking for somebody that, like in the movies. And what happens is we have a big letdown if we don't look at partners on a lower level. A lot of people think they're so much better than this partner they're with. And I would let you know that you might be sadly uh misspoken a lot because sometimes we feel like we want this Olympic person and we're not Olympic type people. We don't have the discipline and the training. Half of us won't stop drinking, smoking, whatever we doing, but we want somebody who's this perfect type of person and they ain't gonna be able to deal with you because what they gonna start doing if they start hanging out with you 24/7, they really gonna get to know the other side of you, the side that you've probably been hiding all these years, and they might not be able to deal with it. Or they get around you and realize you are a poor conversationist, or you know, or maybe people got different lifestyles. One person want to go to the gym, the other person want to go get pizza. You know what I'm saying? Like, people got to realize who you start getting hooked up to is partially who you are in a way, or who you are made for in a way, because we always want better, but do we really deserve better? And I think
Mhm.
sometimes we sit here and we make it seem like we need this star of the moon or this and that. Like I have seen, it's like somebody who goes and lose a lot of weight, and they go out there and they say, "Oh, we have lost weight. I need somebody on my level now." I done got fine and this and that. And then they go out there and they try to get somebody new. And what you start realizing that, you know, this person that you might have got might be a terrible person on the inside or something like that. When the best thing probably for you to do was to go back and probably try to get the person that you lost weight with and try to help them lose weight and help them get in shape and make it a team effort
Mhm.
instead of going off thinking, you got people that I didn't see men put women through school. And as soon as they start making $20, $30 an hour, then they feel like they too good for the person that supported them all through their journey. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Then they wanted to graduate and I'm too good for him. And then don't realize, okay, you left him alone, but now you can't be connected with nobody because you got a certain kind of energy about yourself. And I'm sure when you tell another man your story on how you left one man, he's looking at himself and say, hmm, that's all it took for you to leave him. You know what I'm saying? Like, dang, he didn't do this, he didn't do that, but you still left him anyway. And I think men are realizing that they can't be the perfect human being for women no more. And men just have to buckle down and be their self and let the cards fall how they lay. If she don't want you for you being you, you just got to let it go. You know what I'm saying? And I think men then got to the point that, if you ain't no person that want to go out all the time, fuck it, don't go out. If you're a person that don't need to go all over the world to feel special about yourself, fuck it, don't do it. It's a lot of women that go on trips with their friend girls. Like it's I've watched my mama go on trips all her life, and she never needed a man to go with her or anything like that. And she always had time for a relationship on the side, and I think sometimes we expect the person we will to share. If I want to go to ballet, he should want to go to ballet. If I want to go see opera, la 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 la, or whatever, Beyonce, he want to go see Beyonce. What man say, baby, let's go see Beyonce? He about as sweet
Mhm.
as you. If a man come to you and he come to you and say, "Oh, baby, Beyonce in town, let's go see it." If I was beside a dude that said that, I'd probably be like, okay. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just not realistic. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
you know, men and women are different. They are different breeds. They enjoy different things. Even when women like love stories. I remember growing up, and I used to watch women, read books. They used to always talk about, oh yeah, I read that book and this and that, and they used to read all books, and they was fiction books. You know what I'm saying? And me myself, I never could get in fiction because most men want to deal in facts, factual stuff. We would read real documentaries, real life type incident, but we want to look at something more into a real life type thing when you got women that can do that kind of fiction lifestyle. Oh, yes, he killed 20 people to get to me to save me and whisk me away and this and that. And I can see myself down at the bottom of the castle, and somebody got my woman at the top of the castle, and they talk about come on up here, and they got swords and all this, and I'm looking all around, and there's 20, 30 dudes. I might have to kill to get to her. I'm like, you know what? I just passed a town that didn't have many men in there. It was a lot of women just chilling around. You know what? I think I'm gonna pass on this journey here. I think I love myself enough to just say, hey, you win this time, player. You know what I'm saying? So I think men and got to the point that all this jumping over hoops and jumping through all these perfect type of scenarios that a man should, if a real man do this and a real man do, men are tired of hearing people that ain't men. And let me, and I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna go a little farther that people might not like. But I remember when I used to watch sweet people talk about straight men and tell straight men what they supposed to be, this and that. Okay, y'all can get married now. So once you rest upon you finding somebody instead of trying to tell a straight man what he should be doing. And I can't stand when I look on these platforms and I hear, sweet men telling straight men how they should move and how they should act and how they should treat a woman and this and that. Won't you get you a partner, a lifetime partner, get married and show us how it's done? But in reality, even the studies say, same-sex marriages are having more violence and more what you got domestic violence and all this kind of stuff, almost 2 times higher than straight couples now. So I feel like the same people who tried to coach us how to do it, first you get it right, then you come back over here to the other side, because the same people that steady trying to point out what straight men ain't doing right, they ain't even got nobody. They sitting up here just running their mouth and just, girl, this and that. They still at the shop trying to tell every woman how she should, how a man should treat her and all that, and they ain't got nobody. And if they got somebody, they just a booty buddy or whatever. But I just think they need to, I think a lot of people need to just, how they say, stay in your own lane and don't talk about stuff you don't know nothing about. Because if you're a sweet boy and you trying to talk about what straight men should be, I think you talking about the other men that ain't so straight and ain't so what's name, because I can't see where you hanging around very masculine men like that, because birds of a feather flock together. So, if a man feel too comfortable in certain areas, it ain't because he don't supposed to be there. He right where he belong.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, let's get to some of the comments. LaRuben, he said, respect without loyalty is nothing. Is that true?
Yeah. Okay. Because if you are respecting a person, you will develop loyalty. So you got to have enough respect to be loyal to anything.
I got you. He said you can give that person the respect and they don't know what they want. And I can believe
I can see his point.
I can believe that too, because you can show people respect, and this the whole thing that I see a lot now. Walking around, I can see men, trying to show a level of respect, this and that. But I also see women wearing certain outfits and wearing little shorts that you think you should be on the basketball. Back in, I just say some Days of Duke days, and walking around here and talking about why you looking at me. It just don't make sense. How people would dress a certain way, and then when they catch people eye attention, then they act like they mad because they getting attention. And then it done got so bad now that men done got so well at ignoring a lot of these attention seeking women that they're coming out of more clothes and more clothes just to go out. And now it's like I don't have nothing on because I want so much attention. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? So, like I said, first you got to want somebody to respect you, then become loyal in a way. So we got to get back to where women are respecting themselves, where they can demand a certain level of man, or certain level of attention from certain men. Long as you showing a certain kind of respect out here in the world. You know, what you
right.
think about?
I mean, I can see and understand, a lot of times when you are by yourself and you're considered to be a single person, you dress
Mhm.
how you want to dress. You get the attention you normally get or whatever. But I do understand and feel like if you're in a relationship, you have to be more modest or concerned of how it make your partner feel. I understand, sometimes the sex is sexy, but sometimes if it makes that man feel uncomfortable with how you're presenting yourself, then you have to, address the issue accordingly.
I think different kind of man can handle different kind of sexiness, but I think how you present yourself in the beginning will will determine some of that stuff too. Because
Mm,
if you're taking yourself modest and a kind of sexual but covered up classic type of way or something like that, I think you'll get a different look and a different vibe or a different kind of man that would approach you and kind of want you than you coming out there and you being the raunchy, sexy type. You know what I'm saying? Like you be like you in a whole cat suit, with the meow with the tail and thing. It sometimes it can go above and beyond of what you really trying to do, I think.
mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay. All right, come on with it.
Ruben said Culver really showed how strong your relationship was. That's true.
You ain't lying. A lot of
You had
people
to
say,
be at home. You couldn't get the side chick to help you out or the side dude to say howdy doody. You had to be home.
some
So it let you know if your relationship was worth fighting for.
soon as COVID was over, well, a lot of relationship was gone. The
Yes, over with.
same day they said COVID was over, the relationship gone. Okay.
Larissa said, in a relationship, you must have 5 guidelines your mate must have. You never really know that real person until after a year. So what are the 5 guidelines, Ruben? You didn't put that down. So trying to see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Ruben said, if she your woman, why she dressed like that? Question is, does she know how to dress? Tell a man what she's thinking. Does okay? How she dressed tells a man what she's thinking. Okay, but a lot of times, just say for instance, if I go out and I meet you skimpy.
Uh-huh.
Skimpy is what you like. So, do you address the issue at one time, like, "Hey, I like it, but be a little modest"? Or, if you caught it that way, what do you expect? Hello. Hello, lights.
All right. I'm gonna go to one of them banners because It's about that time. Okay, let's do it.
So, do they want a man's man? What's a man's man?
I'm gonna explain it after you get through
Or
reading.
do they want a partner or an old school man from the 50s?
Yeah. See, you know, reason I say that because you'll hear a woman saying, "Oh, I want a man like my granddaddy," which they really don't. Um, then they might say, "Oh, I want a partner," but a partner is somebody who goes, 50-50 with everything. So a lot of women will say, oh, once I have a baby or once I do this, I don't want to have to work for a year or 2 years or whatever while my baby is, raised up or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of things that women would say they want is not really what they really want, if that make any sense.
Okay,
You feel what I'm saying?
I hear you.
Yeah. So I think we get caught up in uh what we actually want, or what we really want, because sometimes we can sometimes say some stuff but really don't mean it. Did
Well, a lot of times, oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
go ahead.
A lot of times, just say for instance, if you go into the store when you're shopping, a lot of times we face things that are caught with our eyes. And we make decisions on purchasing this, not knowing the quantity or the effect of it. We like what we saw. And that's even with people. A lot of times you like what you see, so you go after what your eyes catch.
Yeah,
So you got this eye candy. This is what you caught, and you don't know the what's in the shell type of thing.
yeah,
You don't know exactly what you have. So we're sold from what we see first.
I agree on that. I agree.
So if a woman dressed like a hoe, that's how she gets treated, and guys sagging, well, you know what's that mean?
Yeah. I see. Even when I see a dude sagging like that, I be thinking, do he like money? Because that's the easiest way to lose money. Got your pants hanging all down, you wasn't none. And I can't look at a dude that's walking down the street. I was looking at a dude just today, walking down the street with two pants, two different pants on. One pants way below, almost to his knees. I'm like, do we actually think that's cool? You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I think he was kind of like a bum. So I mean, you got to think about that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I think we didn't got to the point that we looking around and we realize sometimes that what we see is not good. You know, good to us, and I think that's what's happening now. Like people, you know how the internet works and everything works now. I think we can see past the BS real quick now, you know, and it's like uncovering so much. Like say you watch some on the internet,
Mm-hmm.
and I put it away. I can see how sometimes people can like stuff I post. You know, if you keep posting certain kind of stuff, people will say, "Hmm, he like this, he like that." You know what I'm saying? But so when I see women post a whole lot of soft dudes and stuff like that, I say, hmm, she don't like a real man because that's her entertainment fake men. You know what I'm saying? Men do
Mm,
that don't act like men. Men they jumping around and wearing heels and kicking their legs up and all kind of stuff. And I say that woman must don't like men.
mm,
And usually to me, a woman that gets into that so much where she like seeing men ostracized, acting like women. I think that's an inner thing. That's a power struggle that some women want to have to say, oh, so they can lash out here and say most of these men like this. Most of the men that you share and you follow is like this. No, it's not. You're not following real men because you don't want to hear what real men got to say. Because real men tell you something real different than what you're hearing on this side. You feel
mm-hmm.
me? When you following something that's fake, you get the fake version of the real thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you're not getting the real version of a man when you're not following men. When you're following dudes that's wearing heels and dudes that's wearing dresses and dudes that say girl child and all that, these are not men. So when they start speaking up on men, why should you even listen to them? Because obviously they're not hanging. Their best friend is not men like that. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like people getting their information and some people that don't even like real men. They might like some undercover dudes, and them the kind of dudes, but they don't like real men. They're just men. Not the dudes that's sneaking around in the dark and trying to play both sides of the fence. I'm talking about
Yeah.
real men.
They out there.
Read that.
A real man and a real woman are one. We both make sacrifices to ensure both of us.
Mm. You reading that?
He said, bro, I think we missing the point. I think what we focusing on is our brothers and sisters that don't know the real. We must expose the real happening of fake relationships. I ask about the bully. I want your audience to study. They the gatekeepers, the divine nine.
Well, I think Robert and I'm gonna give you maybe a little pushback because I think what's going on with that is a lot of people. I'm gonna say a lot of people don't want to go back and really study about trying to live this life. A lot of people trying to live this life in 2024, not in no, 1973 or before then or whatever when people wrote books and they did this and they did that. I don't think the average person go around saying, "Oh, what they the little the G thing, the
Masons. Masons.
Masons." Yeah, I don't think the average person is going back trying to study the Masons, trying to study ancient, um,
Well, not
Af-
like they used to. They
yeah,
used to be a big thing,
yeah,
Masons, Eastern Stars, things like that. But the Bole he's talking about, coming up in college, being a part of any Greek hood, you know what a Bole is. But
right.
now it's just coming back into fact now because people are trying to put it into action, but so many people, the Bole and making it into something bad. Like there
Mm.
is meaning like unhappy, happy style,
Mm.
They talking about this part of the butt, the rectum, butts, asses, donkeys, things like that. But there are boleys that are started on many platforms like Alderman's, any organization that form a group of people, and now people are talking about it in the Bible because it's Hebrewic, it's Greek. This is where it started. But
Right.
so many people are talking about it now because they're getting into the Bible or biblical terms of it. So
Mm. Killed one. Okay. Mm-mm. Uh, okay. Let me put another one down here. It's damn, it wasn't that good.
so I don't know what kind of men a woman wants, and she don't either. Well, that's the thing. That's the thing. Of course, you wouldn't know. You're a man. You're
Right.
not seeking another man, But I think when we're thinking about terms of having a partner in your life, you're thinking
Mhm.
about a person that's going to be an asset to you or a compliment to you. Not always like, not just selfish. Like, what can this person do just for me? You thinking too about the partner. What can I do for this person? Like, are things that this person have going on and I have going on, can we match? Can we be mate?
Right.
Can we complement each other? Can I assist in this way? Can they assist me? And a lot of times you don't get that because people be on self-satisfaction in the beginning, and
Mhm.
that's it. You get what you get, you know? You okay? You see that, people? What you doing?
Read that.
The river says, studied the Greek fraternity and sororities, bro, Divine Nine. No, sis, the college educated and they 10% and they control the 90.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Okay, I'm gonna tell you this. And just for you conceding of somebody controlling you, that means there's nothing you can do about it. Studying somebody that control you, is that gonna help you break free?
Huh?
I'm saying trying to study somebody that is not like you getting it from their mouths. No, you getting it from somebody that so-called know something about it or so-called trying to warn you about it. Half the time when we sit up here talking about we we hearing something, it's just like this here when you read the Willie Lynch letter. You knew there was somebody on the inside wrote that and put it out there, right? But
Mm-hmm.
when we read stuff now, we listen to a dude get on the platform and say, "Yes, the white people are controlling us. They doing this and they doing it, and they made it hard." Listen, right now we making it harder on our own people ourselves by how we acting. We became where we're infatuated with getting high, getting drunk, um, just trying to whisper away the sins or anything that's going on in our life. We just feel like we can drink it away, smoke it away. And that's what people do every day. Try to feel like they're not a part of this system. And at the same time, not growing, not changing, and going like a robot doing the same thing every day, going out here doing the same thing, being a robot, doing the same thing every day. Boom. Boom, sneaking doing this, sneaking doing this. Oh, this what make me feel good. Oh, I need to pop a pill. Oh, I need to buy 5 this blunt. Oh, I need a blunt before I eat. I need a blunt after I eat. I need a cigarette before I can. My nerves bad. Like any doctor ever prescribed a cigarette because your nerves bad. I mean, we done got so deranged on. When they said up will become down and down will become up, right will become wrong and wrong will become right. I catch
Mm,
myself, if I just go in a club and you're not drinking, they be like, what's wrong with you? I mean, it's like something wrong with you if you're
yeah,
not doing
because
things no more. You know what I'm saying? Like something's wrong with you. And there ain't nobody looking at them and saying, well, maybe something wrong with me because I can't stop doing it. You know what I'm saying? I
mm-hmm.
want to point the finger at the person that stopped, but the person that can't stop, I'm sitting up there mad at the other person that stopped. You know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
we getting into a place that's real bad because the same people that's preaching all the good stuff undercover, they doing so much stuff and they can't stop doing what they doing. And then the first thing they say, well, all those got sin and all those got this, and oh, you're supposed to do this and you got to do a little bit of this and a little bit of that. I mean, you don't want to just everybody feel like they got the answers, but they really don't.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because if you
Yeah.
had apples, then you would be living a free life where you wouldn't need stuff to make yourself feel good. You would just naturally feel good about life. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So when you got a person that's telling the person they got to get drunk, high, this and that, all this here about life, and then they trying to tell you, well, this is how life supposed to go. Okay, let me tell you something. Try sober life for a while, and let's see if you really love life like you say you do. A lot of people don't even like life. That's why they keeping themselves high and so in a cloud every day because they can't handle life. Handle life sober, then come back to me and then talk all that big bad shit like you know what you're talking about. Handle life sober, then do that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If it's real, God chooses good or bad. I think that's what he said.
Huh?
To be the pres to be the president black, you must be a gatekeeper. Check my facts. American Masons didn't like brothers being Masons, so they came with Prince Hall Mason. He is a real person. Okay.
I'm gonna tell you like this here. When it come to, I think with me, I think our problem is we need to stop running behind other groups trying to be what another group want us to be. You know what I'm saying? Like only thing that I understood about gangs as I was coming up is a lot of this stuff is gangs. And then you can be a gang that's been here forever. You can be one of these, Iwis and all that and all these colors because only thing is a gang is a person that represents some 3 or more people in an organized group and they got colors, they got signs, and most of these folks know they gang related, but they don't want to look at it because they're gang related because they want to say, "Oh, this is sorority." Or this is what's you in a gang. If you got colors and you got gang signs and you got calls and all kind of stuff going on with you, you're a gang. If somebody jump on your person that's in the same gang as you, beside you, and you start helping them fight, you're in a gang. And it's nothing. A lot of people, it's just like a police. Police is a gang. I mean, if you just say a fireman, a gang. Because if you go to the fire station and you slap one of the firemen, all of them gonna jump on you. And I'm just saying, even going to Wendy's or you go, what's the name, McDonald's, you go over there, hit one of them, hell, half of the thing might might jump on you. And that's just how it is. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot
Mm-hmm.
of little cliques, a lot of little gangs, a lot of little groups. And and I think the only thing with us is we want to see something different. We want to be something so different than what it really is. And I think we sitting up here and we looking at life, and life is so cruel, and life is so hard, and life is, we try to shield our kids from this. We baby them up. Oh, you can be whatever you want. Now you can't. You can't. It's good. You can put up a good try, but most likely, you ain't gonna be making 100,000, 200,000 a year. Most likely, if you get lucky and you at the top of your class and you go do this and you make plenty of good moves, you can make it up there. But everybody can't be it, because let me tell you something. Most of the people that's telling you you can be anything you can be, they can't even be it. They barely making it. It's a person pushing their son to be great, and they ain't even got a ride to get them to where they want to get them to. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm saying is we can always shoot this out here like anybody could be, but most of us ain't got the discipline, ain't got the what's name. It's the same thing when you see a woman get real disciplined and she go to losing weight and she feel good about herself. She done lost pounds and she done did this. And you know what? The challenge is over with, or the wedding is over with, and all this is over with, and now that she can go back, I can go back to being me and doing what the fucked up shit I've been doing to gain that weight in the first place, and goddamn it, 2 months later I'm 20 pounds bigger, back at the same place and all that, because it's discipline, and discipline is taken over a course of time, not just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody find it's so easy to go out here and drink, smoke, and do whatever you want to. But if you really are a follower of God that you claim you are, you can have discipline, the same discipline it take to go to church every Sunday, the same discipline it goes to praise Allah, God, or whoever you praise to. It's the same discipline you take to pray 3-4 times a day or whatever you do. You know what I'm saying? It's the same discipline you have to take to make a change in your life. To say, oh yeah, I ain't gonna eat like this here. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna exercise every day. I make time to go party and do this, but I don't make time to do this to keep myself in shape or to keep myself right or this and that. So, I challenge people to stop pushing the narrative, about what they want if they not willing to make a sacrifice to be who they want. Sometimes you got to be that person to catch that person. A lot of people feel like they're good people, but then if they on the outside of their life and look at what they do every day, they'll be like, ooh, I thought I was a good person.
Mm-hmm.
But now I sit back and I look at me and I examine me. I put myself in front of a mirror. I open my book and I flip the pages of me and what I do every day that people don't see and all that. See, it's easy to be the person that, oh, look at me. Why you see me? Look at me. You know what I'm saying? But it's hard to be the person that open that book and that person behind closed doors and just look at that person and say, am I really as good as I claim I am? Am I deserving of that good person I think I should be with? Or am I with the right person for me?
Yeah.
Because I keep on thinking I deserve this person, and people don't realize the better person that you try to be with, the more discipline and the more stuff they're gonna expect out of you, and that's when it's gonna become a conflict of interest, and that's when you're gonna check out the game because you're gonna be like, no, I don't want to do that. That's too hard. You know what I'm saying? Because guess what? A lot of these people that's living right, that's just living on life every day and not doing this and not doing that. It takes hard discipline to be a good person.
Yeah.
It takes hard discipline not to drink, not to smoke, not to do what life tell you. This is what's fun. This is what God tell you. You know what I'm saying? What do you really run on? Do you run on what the people say, or do you really run on what God say? You know
All
what I'm
right.
saying? So I feel like, that's why I'm so on it sometimes when I feel like, I guess that's why I used to be on it so hard when I felt like people was being hypocritical. And then now I just look at people just being people. And when they say certain stuff, I just say blah, blah, blah. You know, um, um, there is a song that say, you ain't about what you're talking about. And I feel like a lot of people can talk a good game, but they don't even play the game themselves. And so, it'd be like that. Let break down most of that.
Who is Prince Hall? Tell your audience, bro. They gangs too. College gangs related.
Yeah, I talked about that. It seemed like he want us to do a lot of study right on the show and things right now. Let me see. Go ahead, do that. Read that.
We would say all colleges and universities are gang related. All presidents are gang related. Why does it change when it comes to universities? Questions. If a Kappa give food away and if Nino give food away, are they the same?
Yep. Yeah, I agree. He talking about Nino Brown.
I know.
Yeah, but I agree just like that because it's
I
no
mean,
different.
it's no
Because
different, but the publicity is what's different.
back in the day, when that movie that they made, American Gangster,
Mm-hmm.
that's what Nikki, damn, was it Nikki? I know Nikki Barnes was in that movie, but the main character, he used to give food away. And then that's when when Denzel Washington was playing American Gangster, he started giving turkeys away and stuff like that. What's name? So what it is gangsters always was the first people giving food away. If you look at it, if you just say Robin Hood, you steal from the rich, give to the poor. It always been a person that gives something from somebody to what's name. I mean, that's all a lot of these societies are doing anyway. They hooking up under their colors. They going to a store like Walmart and say, "Hey, can you support our group? We're gonna do this for a church. You can write it off as a tax write off, whatever under us, whatever, whatever." And then they getting free stuff and they go out and push it to the community.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how stuff works. You know what I'm saying? So, I learned that when I was, passing out water and all that. You go to them, you ask them, whoop de whoop, you got this, boom, boom, boom. We're going to give you that. Just we want you to make sure you passing that to the community. No problem. I love the community. Boom, I'm going to pass it out. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I just feel like, we got to realize that, like they say, just like he's saying, it's life is a game. Life is who you group up with, and what's the name? What did he say? He said, "Bro, every man has a vice. Barack smoked cigarettes, and his favorite beer is Blue Moon. No, every man don't have a vice like that. I mean, Ruben, that's the same thing I just talked about. You make up excuses to be able to do what you want to do. And that's what a lot of people do. They make excuses what man do, what other men do. Because when you follow man, you are following wrong. Because see, God tell you to follow him, not man. So already you are not comparing yourself to a godly figure. You are comparing yourself to Barack Obama because he
Mhm.
made the president and this and that, and his favorite, and he got a favorite beer, and he smokes cigars. Oh, I should be able to do that. Ain't no doctor ever told you that one. You know what I'm saying? And ain't no priest or ain't no monk or it's monks that live to 114 and all that over there and taking their head and breaking bricks and stuff like that over there. And they ain't over there smoking. You ain't never seen no monk over there smoking cigarettes and drinking beer. Some people do
Mhm.
have discipline. You know what I'm saying? And I just
Yeah.
hate every time we go into something, we don't want to accept discipline and we want to say, yes, everybody got this. Everybody got that. I want your vice be life. You know, want your vice be life. If somebody just live off life and then you can really measure how happy you really are if you went out and you just went out and just live off life for a minute, no cigarette, no beer, no this, and just see how happy you are just living life. Are you miserable? And that'll tell you how good your life really is if you can walk around here with no vices on you and be happy. See, a lot of people can't do that. See, their vices make them happy. And when you got to be made happy, then you're really not happy.
Yeah.
You know.
And then that be the problem too. A lot of people want somebody to bring them happiness when you have to
And
be happy with yourself. You don't make me
then
happy no more. That's what so many people say. You don't make me happy no more. So who was making you happy before this person came into your life?
right. Cause you should have stayed with them. That's what I say. If somebody start crying, oh, you don't make me. Who was making you happy? Well, you should have stayed where you were.
That
Why
part.
would you leave happiness to go out and search for something, something else? Okay, and then like he said, "Lies, bro. What man you know perfect? Didn't nobody and listen. Just because you ain't got a vice, don't make you not perfect. Make you perfect.
Mhm.
If a person just eat fruits and berries and just drink water, that makes him perfect. No, that just make him a normal functioning human being. They just eat regular food that's good for him and don't eat what's so-called bad for him. That's all that makes him. It don't make
Yeah.
him perfect. How you live is what makes you, perfect or trying to go for perfection or trying to make your life better and better because we always heard if you know better, you're supposed to do better. So what
Yeah.
you telling is I can know better, but fuck it. Fuck what God say. Fuck what God say. He telling me in my mind that I want you, my son, my sister. I want you to stop drinking, stop smoking, stop doing this. And you say, man, fuck you. And then when you catch cancer, die, or something happen to you, or something, then you be like, oh Lord, if you just give me one more chance, I won't smoke, I won't do this, I won't do that. God damn. The man been telling you to stop this shit for years. And that's the problem. We want to wait till it's too late to start praying and start changing our life for the better.
Mhm.
Start now while everything is intact, while the eyes still good, the hips, the feet, everything's still good, and we can walk in there. If people riding there, they know that they shouldn't be drinking certain things. You know what I'm saying? And they know certain things they shouldn't be doing is affecting their body, and they still gonna do it because you know what? And I'm gonna do it like this. Here, I know an old lady. Yeah, I done seen her falling down, barely getting around and everything. And I say, you doing all that, but you don't stop smoking them cigarettes. And she's like, you damn right. She gonna keep smoking them cigarettes. It don't matter what the hell I say. And I can ask her every day I see her, why you ain't putting them down? Because no, that's called, that ain't even called I got a vice. I am addicted. That's addiction. And not that's just not just a vice. See, a vice can be I love playing golf. I love playing basketball. You know what I'm saying? I love going to church. That can be a vice. See, that's an addiction. When you're addicted to certain things and you can't leave it alone, that's an addiction. I'm a dope fiend. I'm an alcoholic. That's what that's called. That's not called perfect or not perfect. That's called I got an addiction. When you're addicted to cigarettes and beer, that's addictions. That's not a vice, Ruben. That's an addiction. That is, I am an alcoholic, or because on the back of that cigarettes
Mhm.
and all that say it causes cancer. It said tobacco causes cancer, and you still do it. It said on back of the bottle when you're drinking, it causes cancer, or it could cause health risks. It say cancer and health risks on back. I ain't never seen no apple, no banana, or no nothing that say on the back of the fruit, it say it may cause this. No, I ain't seen it. So when you go for advice, you know it's harmful for you. You can't turn around and play a victim and try to play the ain't nobody perfect role. This ain't got nothing to do with perfect. It's got something to do with being an addict or not an. It ain't got nothing to do with being perfect. And I just hate when people try to put it up there like, oh, because you try to tell somebody not to drink or smoke, that, oh, no, you can't be perfect. It's a lot of people don't drink and smoke.
Yeah.
They ain't perfect. And it's not called a vice, it's called addiction. You're a crackhead, you're a crackhead. You're a heroin addict, you're a heroin addict. You're addicted to pills and popping pills, you're addicted. That ain't got nothing to do with being perfect. Read it.
He said, so if I stop, bro, meaning smoking, will I still die? Real talk. I'm
Man,
addicted to God and know before I die, me and you are going to show our brothers the truth.
yeah. And then we can show our brothers the truth because let me tell you something. Um, if you stop meaning smoking, will I still die? That's an ungenuous, even what's name? Yeah.
Question.
And you ain't just an addict to God, you're addicted to cigarettes too. And you're addicted to drinking too. So don't sit up there and blame God for your addictions because you ain't addicted to God because God say through him you can accomplish all things. So that means you should be able to stop drinking or smoking at the same time just by believing in him.
Uh-uh.
So so if you can't do that by just believing in him, then you are more addicted to the things of the same thing you preach about. Because before you can tell a young boy to stop doing this and stop doing that and stop doing this, first you got to be the one to make a change and stop doing stuff. So you can show him better than you can tell him, and he can look at you and say, okay, if he did it, I can do it. You got to be a vessel that they can look at and say, but every time they see you, if they see you drunk or they see you smoking a cigar or something, you can't tell them what to do. You can't tell them to stop doing stuff and you doing it. Well, a pastor come on the block and he rolling up a blunt. You can't tell them boys nothing. They don't want to hear you. They don't want to hear nobody doing the same shit they doing.
Mm.
That's why a lot of people, a lot of men, lost respect for their mamas and fathers. They sitting back and watching their fathers getting drunk and high every night and whatever, and they losing respect for them. Hey, mom and them ain't got shit. They got them blowing their money away and this and that. I got more than mom and dad. When they looking at it, they got them at 20 and 21, 22, got a better car, better house, and all that. Then mom and dad, what you think they looking back down and saying? I don't need their leadership.
Right. I'm doing a better example. What
Thank
she
you.
taught me.
You know what? By being the opposite of them, not smoking and drinking. And I'm able to save money. Yeah, that's what it's all about. See, an addict is about spending money and spending unnecessary money. That's why they say blowing away money. What they call it? Say smoking money up in smoke. Your money up in smoke because you're paying to fuck yourself up. You paying for that.
But like it's like conforming to the world. You weren't born and the knowledge was, hey, I'm going to start drinking and smoking. As a child, these are not traits that came natural. These are habits that was picked up. When you being out here in the world and your mind is not renewed or is not carnal, you start picking up habits of what you surround yourself with.
Right. And these are not good habits. These are not godly habits.
I mean, so every time somebody try and smoke, every time somebody drink, think about the first time. Is it something you said, hey, I'm going to go and just start smoking? No, you had an influence. I'm going to go and have my first drink. You had an influence. Because everybody, when you turn 21, all you hear people saying, oh, you legal now. You can go drink. Let's go to the casino. Let's go to places that 21-year-olds are allowed. So you start clubbing, you start drinking, you pick up smoking habits, those things that are not renewing for your mind. The world that you will be confirmed to,
Right. I agree. I got a new one down there.
Commitment to be with someone that's giving respect and are working towards your future, goes in a relationship through daily actions. So that's what women want. We want somebody that's going to be committed to us, someone that's give us respect. We working towards something. I'm not just going to be in your life for your maybe or when you decide or whatever you need. Show some growth. What are we together for? What are we working towards? And if it's nothing, then what are you wasting your time for?
Read this what Ruben said.
So, if I live perfect, will I still die? We know everybody, if there's an A and a B, there is possibly a C, and everybody's going to face death. Ruben, we got that to the point. Everybody's going to die, whether you're smoking or drinking. If you're not smoking or drinking, everybody is going to probably die at some point in their life, but okay. So, God showed me the truth, man. Only lives 120 years, bro. But know this, I'm a man that knows you have nothing on earth. Men and women fall short. Ain't no man or woman perfect except one. Okay. Nobody's perfect. Nobody sin and falls short of the glory of God. Okay, no problem. We all go through issues. Nobody is perfect. I agree. We all have downfalls, and we all gonna die. Whether we decide to drink and smoke, there's a set day of a rise, and there's a set day of bye-bye. Everybody have those days. We don't know the time or hour, but just be ready. When it's your time, it's your time. You go to work and think you coming home, and you don't know.
Okay, then I'm gonna do this. Since you feel like that, Ruben, well, there's no reason to even do preaching. Let everybody live their life how they want to live it. Ain't no reason for you to be telling people not to kill people and not to do. They only got one life to live. If they want to be a goddamn killer, let them be a killer. If they want to be a damn thief, let them be a thief. Yeah, like you said, they only got one life to live. They still gonna die if they die short or they die long. So why you preaching? Why you sitting up here trying to get them to stop doing stuff then? If they gonna die anyway, so there's no reason to preach to them. Let's stop preaching then. Let them do what the hell they want to do. Let the Venezuelans, let the immigrants, let everybody come over and take this motherfucker over or whatever you wanted to do
Please
and
don't.
do it just like that. Because you know what? We're going to die anyway. If it's under a Mexican knife or a Venezuelan knife or a Venezuelan gun or a gang, it don't matter. It don't matter, Ruben. It don't matter what you do. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I wonder why Malcolm X stopped drinking. I wonder why Louis Farrakhan stopped drinking and smoking. I wonder why they did it. You know what I'm saying? That's why I always said Muslims have a stronger religion sometimes than Christianity. Because when people call themselves Christians, they always say about all the stuff they can do. They don't have nothing they can't do. Say, long as they go back in front of somebody and say, oh yes, I want to repent for my sins I did over the weekend or whatever. It's all good and everything good. So you know what? And that's why I had a problem when I used to watch them mafia movies, when I used to sit there and watch the mafia go and kill 3, 4, 5 people, then go to the Christian big old place and go in the booth and repent. Yes, God, I have did a bad thing. And I just watched this man kill 10 people, and then he go in there and he do this, and he wasn't name, and they sprinkle some water on him, and he walk out of there like he a brand new man. So I understand the world you living in, Ruben. You right. Do what the hell you want to do. You ain't got no restraints on you. So stop preaching to other people and telling them what not to do. If you don't want nobody telling you to stop drinking and smoking, that should be simple to do. Since you want people to stop killing, drinking and smoking should be simple for you to do. Go ahead, read that one.
The faithful understand life, bro. Real talk. I walk like Jesus. They doing it now. You talking about drinking and smoking. What is walking like Jesus?
Yeah. What is walking like Jesus? Like you know it, how he had it limp and everything. You don't know how Jesus walked, man. You wasn't around. You couldn't even tell me how Jesus looked. All you can tell me is how his toes look. You can't even tell me how he looked in the face, what kind of hair, how long his hair, how short his hair. You can't tell me nothing about Jesus, man. So let's stop playing these type of games. Like you can tell me exactly how Jesus walked or how he, like what limp he had. What did he have a bad foot on this side? Did he limp sideways? Did he have a little pimp in his walk when he walked? Do you know anything with how he really walked? Did he carry a hammer in one hand since he was a carpenter? Or did he have a little belt buckle that he had the little rope around and had a hammer down up in it? Well, tell me how he walked. You don't know. So let's stop talking about ancient stuff like we was there. And that's why I don't try to get into stuff like that, because it's just like me trying to talk about the dinosaurs. I wasn't there. I can't tell you what T-Rex and all that did. Even if they make all these fighting things, we don't know who was killing who, what animals was the dominant, most dominant, or nothing like that, because we don't know the most dominant that. A snake can take down an elephant. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know, we talking and stuff like we live that, and we didn't live in the lifetime of Jesus. All we did was a vessel that people read and passed down knowledge in paper, and for us to read. We don't know if it's true or false. All we doing is believers, and that's all that is. You're a believer. A believer means I don't know it for a fact. I'm believing because I have faith it might be true. It don't have it's not saying it's factual. So I hate when people read stuff and they put it as in factual. A believer means you believe, even if it's not true, you believe it could be true, or you believe it could exist like that, but it's not proven to be factual. So we need to stop looking as in the Bible or anything wrote saying it's a basic of fact. Because see, I can do you one better. Until the 1970s, the Bible was considered a fictional book, and you can look that up, Mr. Man. Mr. I walk with like Jesus.
I walk like Jesus walk.
Hey, all this walking like the Jesus and stuff. Come on with it.
Next. Connection, intimacy, feeling of closeness, and emotionally connected to each other. So that's what we want. We want connection, intimacy. Intimacy is just not sexual, touchy feeling, a sense of like we're bonding. You're close. You can have a conversation. You can sit and be around this person. They can tell when something's bothering you. You can tell when something's bothering them or they're on at ease, That's a connection. You're vibing. That's what we want. Women, yeah.
Okay. I like how you said it like that.
It's straight into the point.
I can't do nothing but respect your what's name. Go ahead.
Well, thank you. Security, right? So we want security. And I'm not just saying security like security guard, like protect us. We out here. I need you to come protect me. There's people up here trying to bother me. I don't call you till I come and fight this person for me. That's not the security we need. We need the security, a sense of knowing that my well-being is your concern. And vice versa. Being would be my concern. I wouldn't put you in harm's way, and the partner wouldn't put you in me in harm's way. We protecting each other. We having each other's back. It's more to life than trying to fight and shoot somebody.
Read that.
Said no churches. You have read the Bible. What church Jesus preached at every week, and what tithe he asked for? Since Jesus said he came to save the sick and sinners, those without sin cast the first stone. Well, the thing about that is, Jesus didn't preach every week. In the Bible sense, it came to men that received this knowledge from God that wrote the book. Okay. And in the book of Malachi, it talks about tithes and offering. And it does mention about 10% of your earnings. So if we talk about tithes, people that believe in tithe and offering. And then the sick and sinners, it said the sick and souls, he's talking about those that need healing, not just for your health reason, for your mental reason, sin sick souls, So that's a lot of cover a multitude of things, but nobody is throwing stones. We're just talking about the real, but nobody is without sin. We were born into sin, so we cannot throw the stone because we are born into sin. Until you know better, you do better. He said in the beginning of the show. So nobody's calling names. Don't get offended if you feel like a finger is pointed at you. We're just talking truth, but okay.
But I think sometimes when we talk in this type of essence, what it is we can't take the Bible as if you're using it as a fact check, because if it's not rooted in factual, you can't use it to fact check me. So life is a fact check. See, what I'm talking about is living life. As I live life, and you live life, and you see, I'm gonna tell you what I was taught. I was taught that Jesus was born on the 25th. We heard that's wrong. I was taught that the tooth fairy leave me money under my what's name. That we found out that was a lie. I was taught that Santa come once a year and come down the chimney. You know what I'm saying? And in that white what's name, he don't have no dust on him, and he come out and he looked just as clean as he wanna be. And he was a white man with a beard. And that's what we was taught. And we was taught that Jesus, for a long time, was a white man. And we remember them pictures on our grandmama wall with all them white people, them 12 white people across the thing, and the white little man with the long hat down there. And we found out he was a prisoner that they took a picture of. And what's his name? Yeah. So when you really know, and you really went back and debunked. See, the problem is when somebody debunk everything that you ever been taught, but then you got people now trying to teach you something different. Oh no, he was a black man now, and he was this now, and he's that. It's old. It's old when you get to a person when you was born in it like me. I was born being taught all the wrong way. And then when I get up, you want to tell me, oh, don't worry about all that shit we lied about. This shit now, this right here true. When we don't have factual nowhere, we don't have no evidence when somebody was born, when somebody dropped out of the sky, or this and that. What we don't have no evidence nowhere where they buried at, where they were, what exact. They'll say, "Oh yes, what that happened to Jesus either in this country, or that country." They picked 3 countries that it could have happened in. He might be buried in 3 different places. They do that to keep you guessing and keep you not knowing what the hell going on. Don't have no descendants. We don't have the family of his mama, daddy, or whatever. We don't have the family members of nobody. See, that's what we was taught. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He says, you understand the stones of the time. And he said, you were taught wrong. No, we all was taught wrong. Because you heard the same thing. Everybody on here is old enough to hear the same thing. You heard about, you ain't never took your tooth out, put it under the pillow, and woke up the next morning and somebody had some money under your pillow, like you really had a real tooth fairy that came and gave you money. And you ain't never been told to go to sleep because you're going to miss Santa Claus, because Santa Claus is going to come and bring your presents and put it under the tree in the middle of the night. And people hid presents from you in the middle of the night, and what's name? Till later on, the mama said, no, you got that from me. Ain't no white man gonna get the credit that I did. I bust my ass to get you that stuff. We all was taught different, all while we was growing up. And then we wait till we get in our 30s and 40s, and now we want to go back and we want to read a couple of books or something, and we want to teach ourselves and tell us a whole different story. It don't make it real no either, because we don't have no living proof where you can go and say this happened right here and this happened right here. So what I'm gonna say is we're just gonna keep being believers and stop trying to use the Bible as a fact-checking machine, because it's not written by God. It's written by men that was inspired by God. So you can't fact check nothing that wasn't written by the man. It's like somebody writing something about me and then telling you about me, but they don't know everything about me. Only me know everything about me. I know what I do up in this house alone every night. Somebody else can't tell you about me. what time I go to bed, what time I take a bath, what kind of soap I use. Can't nobody tell you all that stuff. You actually had to be around. The people that wrote about Jesus never met Jesus, wasn't around Jesus. They wrote, they say, either 150 to 300 years after he died. Come on now. So you tell it somebody, I don't care how much information they get to, they're going to write about me 300 years later than right now without, and then tell an absolute fact story about me. So it's not a fact check book. What he said? He said, "What book can we fact check, bro?" God personally wrote. Now, and that's what I'm trying to tell you. God don't write books. See, what I'm trying to tell you is my godly experience is what I live. And see, you not a living testimony, you are a book testimony. Every time I hear you, you talking about what you read in the book, not what you experienced through life. See, I talk about what I experienced through life. I am a life testimony type person, not a book testimony. I'm not telling you what everybody knows in the book. Every convict know exactly what you're talking about, because that's all they got to read in the jail cell. So every convict can tell you about the Bible. But life experiences can tell you what really happens from day to day. Life and experience is telling me the sun is not the S-O-N, it's the S-U-N. That's what gives life to everybody every day. That what makes the plants on this earth rise up every day. It's the one that makes, that's what the trees lean towards the sun, because the sun gives the trees life. It gives us life. It warms our planet. We are rotating around the sun. And we don't want to look at factual life stuff and make it matter. We want to make something matter that's not factual. And all I'm saying is start looking at life experiences, and you can tell, like the ants. The reason we got ants is because they make the ground softer, and that's how we able to plant plants and do all kind of stuff, because the ants go in the ground and make sure it ain't hard like it is. Yeah. Bees, the one pollinating the flowers around here. That's why we need bees around here. They give you the flower pollen. They give you the honey. They give you some of the stuff that's most detrimental to us. Honey is one of the most best things on the planet Earth.
He said, my answer exactly. How have I been shot in my head? My ear being hanging off, shot 5 times. God saved me, my brother. He did.
You know what? And there's people been shot a half a time that done died. There's people that been shot, been stabbed one time and done died. So being shot 5 times, okay, 50 Cent, I understand. I've been shot twice. Dude, it don't make you, it don't take but one time. You can get bit by the wrong mosquito and die, player. You know what I'm saying?
But he just saying in the sense that God saved that situation from being a fatality for him.
Sometimes we say God saved us, but we got to say we were lucky too. Because
lucky. Well, tell me lucky.
Okay, let me tell you this. Somebody going down in a plane, don't matter how much they pray to God and this and that. If they 50,000 feet in the air and they coming down in a plane, is any of them gonna live?
Not likely. But I've heard of plane crashes.
Only way they might live if they crash in some snow or in some water.
If God decided not to end their life. Do you believe that God give us a set date, begin and end date? Do you believe that God does that? I'm just asking, just generally asking.
I think we can we can shorten it.
No,
And
no, I didn't
think
ask it.
God
I
give
just
us
asked you one question.
no. Listen, I think God give us the capability of making choices that will lengthen our life or shorten our life. And I
How?
don't think because it's the same thing. Okay, people smoke weed and then they mess around and smoke something laced with fentanyl and die. Do you think that's because that he said, oh, you know, I think he should have died off of fentanyl. He done did a whole lot of good stuff, but he smoked some weed, and because he what's name was some fentanyl that he died. You know, just died right off, or a drunk driver hit a car and killed 4 children that's young. Did they deserve to die? Did God have a plan for them to die?
That's not what I'm asking you.
Sometimes it's unlucky.
Ask you a question. Okay, so you saying that luck determines your end date,
No, I'm talking about
not God.
divine infinity. I think God puts us on the planet and lets us make choices that can change or that what's name our future. We can make choices that'll make us better or worse.
Okay, just say for instance, I'm driving down the street, right? Somebody that's over there at the store having an altercation, they start shooting. I'm driving down the street on my way home from work. I get shot, killed.
Right.
So you're saying that God didn't allow that to happen? Or it just happened because I was in the wrong place at the
Let's
wrong time?
let's do this. If you ran down the street
See,
and
you
they
won't answer none of
oh,
my
I'm
questions. So
saying
okay.
I'm just giving one more scenario with it. And you ride down the street and a bullet shoot through your window and it miss you. And what's name? Is that divine intervention? Now
It
do you
is. I
okay?
think so.
Okay, why would he even let them shoot your way through your car then?
To get my attention. Warning before destruction.
Okay. Well, why would he make it where a person that's innocent that don't do nothing just get shot and killed then?
Because it was their time to leave. The same thing I say about my
So
mother.
basically,
I
you
don't
saying
think I
it
don't
has
no,
God has no rules, so that's why I said rules cannot be time related. Sometimes it can be how we live our life.
nope. Nope.
You
Nope.
don't
Not
think
in
living your life
no.
don't have no reason, no way on how you gonna die and how you was not.
Look, let me tell you. My mother passed away at a young age, right? And my mother, I felt like she was a God-fearing person, everything like that. Life, was good.
Uh-huh.
I don't understand why God decided to make her life end on September 23rd, 1996. I don't know that. But I know it was her time to end and it left. Just like my sister. My sister passed December the 17th of 2020. We praying, we thinking God gonna turn this thing around, but God decided to let her leave this earth too. But I feel like in both situations, both were ready. They were ready to meet God, like their lives were in place and together.
So
So
who you know that wasn't ready?
that's not my choice.
No, I'm asking you a question.
I
But
don't.
see,
I
see,
let me
when
tell you,
you
I'm not
believe in
just.
something, listen what I'm
I
saying.
cannot judge. I
Listen what I'm
cannot
saying.
judge.
When you believe in something, sometimes it's hard to deter you from a belief. But like I said, I just gave you a scenario, just the opposite. When do you think that he taken a life that shouldn't have been taken?
I feel like my mother's life shouldn't have been ended so
All
soon.
right, so that means God makes mistakes, right?
No, God didn't make a mistake. He didn't make a mistake. He did what he did. He gave her life and he took it away.
No, but
I
I'm saying,
personally feel
so
like it
you
was too soon.
so you say God don't make mistakes, right?
Nope.
Well, I put it this way: if God don't make mistakes, um, um, okay, I'm gonna go a different route. Okay, why do what? Okay, when a rat get caught by a cat and the cat eats the rat, was that a mistake that God made? I mean, was that divine thing that for that was godly that the cat was supposed to eat the rat?
Fish.
Huh?
That's the same way you eat chicken or fish. You got to be fed.
So then what all that is predator and prey then. That means all this is predator and prey then, because when people get killed out in the streets, it just everything is daytime to go. I don't see
Your
I don't see
time.
I don't see the same thing happening in different neighborhoods. How they doing it in Jackson and in the inner city? How people getting taken out? It's not happening all that. So I guess other neighborhoods is not divine intervention, or God has a special covering over them, and He don't have a covering over us. That's what you're saying.
No, that's not what I said. I just said wherever you are, you feel like it's a covering, but that's not what it is. It's just not your time. It's not God's plan for your life to end at that particular time.
Okay.
That's
So when
all. I went to a
so
funeral this weekend. A lady, 96 years old, died on her birthday, right? In the midst of her obituary, you can read all these things of how many children, siblings, grandchildren. She lost a whole hoopla of them. That she lost so many, but it was their time. It wasn't her time. She lived to be 96 years old. She asked God to grant her at least to make it to her birthday. And God did just that. So she said, so she can have dinner with her family again. They celebrated her that particular day. At that night, by 10 p.m., she was gone. She celebrated her birthday, up talking, conversating, and her life ended.
see
So
this
I'm
the
just
whole
saying,
you can read that, and that's the whole thing about when you have a certain thought pattern, it don't matter because cannabis has killed people. It done had people that even if it didn't kill them physically, it done had people to run off the road, run into people, drive. It's just like a DUI. It's the same thing with liquor. A lot of times, liquor ain't the one that killed them, but it's the one that made them go to sleep behind the wheel and run into a tree or run into another car. It ain't the one that killed them, but it might have got somebody else killed, or it could have killed them, not because it literally killed them, but it made them slower or whatever their reaction time that made them kill somebody else or die by hitting a pole or falling asleep or whatever. So yes, cannabis has killed. You just won't look at it the same way. Just like every bullet uh might not kill you, but it might shoot your tire and blow your tire out, and then you flip and then you die. So it's the same thing. It still killed you in a way. It might not kill you directly, but it's still killing you. See, that's where they go. When you start thinking a certain kind of way and how you feel is right, regardless. See, LaRuben, see, that would come when somebody smoke weed or something, and they be like, oh, yes, they got that hippie mentality. Oh, yes, it don't bother nobody. Yeah, we know it makes you lazy. It makes you, it's a whole lot of stuff that cannabis do to you. Make you slower on your feet and all that, and slower on movement and all that. And it can lead to you killing somebody or dying. You know what I'm saying? By smoking it. And there's people that done smoked cannabis and died and coughed a couple of times, and they last cough and they call it cardiac arrest. So you don't know what you're talking about, Lou Rubin. And I hate you don't know what you're talking about because you're a very smart guy. So don't sit up here, you just repeating stuff you done heard by some serious weed, but man, cannabis is the best thing in the world. Yes, it has killed people. Yeah, bro, everything has a deadline on earth. I guess just in the inner city, it's just way more heavily stuff going on. And God is calling the shit out of black folks in the inner city, huh? That's what that is, huh? My bad. Chicago just calling. They just, I mean, God just be calling me. Just calling him. He just calling them up. He calling his little angels up in the inner city. Hey, all y'all drive-bys, y'all just doing God's work around them, because God, just orchestrating their hand to go shoot you and all that good stuff. That's what you blaming God for. You know what I'm saying? We're not putting no stuff on man. We trying to blame everything on God now. And just because I'm sitting up here listening to man to tell me what God is, it's atrocious. God probably right now want to slap the shit out of somebody. And he gonna tell me I don't make no mistakes. What about that volcano I got that on the ground and that won't even erupt? Okay, no, I'm just saying. Yeah, I'm just saying. God makes predator and prey. He makes lions. He makes tigers. They killing people. I mean, it's alligators killing people. It's tigers getting people. He making predator and prey all over the land to kill and what's name. And some people fight them off and live, and some people die. And it's going on sometimes. And then what makes it so bad? We can listen to the joke. Doctors, oh yeah, you were lucky, an inch over, you'd have been dead, this and that. But then we're gonna blame everything on God. Sometimes you get lucky. Sometimes you get lucky. And that's the thing about God. He makes it so you can get lucky sometimes. He makes it. Mm. Man, God don't give us domain over no animals because we animals ourselves, bro. See, you've been reading the Bible, and the Bible got you telling you. I just told you, you using the Bible as a fact thing, and that's what somebody used the Bible to say. I can run animals. I can do whatever I can do to animals. Why, if a black person beat a dog or something, he go to jail for 3 years and 4 years, but white people can go out there and shoot a lion and kill a lion, and they can call it what's name hunting, what they call it, trophy hunting or whatever. They can pay $15,000 and go out there and shoot a whole lion and kill them, and what's name, and there ain't nothing can be done to them. Come on now, make it make sense. Make it make sense. Some people make the rules, and they can make the rules however they want to make it. And so I didn't sit there and sing Michael Vick go to jail 2 years, but he wasn't even there. His people was there because they turned everything over to him because he was the big man that had most of the money. He wasn't even at the place when they went there. Now, as I know it with the law, if the law busts in a house and it's dogs and stuff, malnutrition and this and that, been fighting and this and that, and they ain't gonna charge the dudes that's there that been fighting. They gonna charge the owner of the house and all that, with that, and give him a couple years. A man with money like that couldn't even pay his money out of a couple years in jail. It just tells you how people can make their laws how they want to, but you can watch and you can look on TV and watch people hunt wild game and all kind of stuff across seas. They can hunt tigers and lions and get ivory off the elephants and kill rhinos and everything for their tusks and all that. They make the rules. See, that's we so brainwashed sometimes that we not even watching the person that's giving you the book still making the rules. Who gave you the book? White man gave you the book. You ain't getting no book by yourself. Ain't no black man gave you the book. Ain't no black man gave you the Bible. It said King James. You flip your Bible over. White man gave you that book, LaRue. White man told you. He whooped you and said, no, your name is not Toby. Your name is Kuta. No, your name is not Kuta Kinte. Your name is Toby now. Wow. You ain't got your African name no more. You better not even speaking African. Wow. That's what he did to you. He took you. He took your mind and your spirit and gave you a book. Like they said in Africa. The white man went to Africa with a book, and he gave the book to the Africans, and he came away with the land. He enslaved you into a book, and he took everything you had right under you. And that's the same thing that's happening now. We sitting up here, we enslaved. We done went down through here, even with us being the most Christian people on earth, the most religious people on earth, black people. We can't get out of our own way. We still doing everything bad under the sun. We can't raise our children right. We living in a messed up jail type culture. And everything up is down and down is up, and you can do whatever you want to do. Well, don't tell people to stop killing then. Because if it's when they time to go, and then hey, that means we shouldn't tell people put their guns down. Do whatever they want to do then. We're in the danger zone. We're in the concrete jungle, as they say. I can't stand when people use the Bible on one side, but don't use it on the other side to go logically. Logically, that means you saying, "Oh, just let a person do whatever they want to." Then that's what you're saying, Ruben. When you sit up there and say, "Oh, no man is perfect," just because the joker tell you, refrain from drinking or smoking, and now no man is perfect. Everybody got a vice and all this stuff, and everybody gonna die one day. See, that's the same reason that you make it all right for you to eat pork, but then call yourself a Christian Muslim, and we know Muslims don't eat pork. We know Muslims don't smoke. We know Muslims don't drink. That's why you will never call yourself a real Muslim, because you want to try to make yourself up something so you can split it down the middle and you can play by your own rules. You want to make your own rules, Ruben. You don't want to live by rules. See, that's why you don't want to be no Muslim, because they got rules that you got to live by, and you don't want to live by them. You want to live by your own rules. You want to run your own type of thing. You want to make what's good is good in your world and no one else. You ain't really reading out of a book, because that same book will tell you your body is your temple, and it tell you everything you put in there that detriment your body is the devil, and it's deteriorating your body. And it goes for anything that's a danger to your body, and it's a sin to put something that's not good for your body in your body. Yeah, what about that part? You don't supposed to be eating shrimp. You don't supposed to be eating catfish. You don't supposed to be eating bottom feeding fish and all that. You don't supposed to be eating pork. You don't supposed to be eating pig. But you know what? Everybody make it good on them to do what they want to do. They want to eat them some pig. They gonna make it. Oh yeah, pigs fed different now. They don't eat the same thing they used to eat. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, the chicken, even though they grow their whole chicken in 2 days, yeah, we shouldn't even worry about the steroids they putting in there to make them grow up so fast. We shouldn't even worry about that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, just do whatever you want to do. You right? Yeah, but I want to see one person. Since you got domain about any of these things, go without a weapon, and walk into the lion's den or the tiger's den and start doing like some of these crazy people I done seen do in the zoo, trying to tell the tiger and the lion and sit down. That's crazy, folks. You get on in there and tell them you got domain open. Go in there and tell them what to do, and see where your ass end up to. Just one-on-one. Just tell them what to do. Because when you really got domain over something, you don't need no weapon. That's when you really got domain over something. You ain't gonna run into no elephant and tell the elephant what to do. No wild elephant. Get your ass stumped to death. Talking about you got domain over something. I'm sick of this stuff. Yeah, you don't even look at real life. Real life, you know goodness well, in the jungle at night, if you know there's some tigers out there, you ain't even walking out there. You're going to stay right by the bonfire somewhere. You're going to have fire all around you burning, trying to keep the prey away from you. You ain't going to stay in the village. You ain't gonna even be out there. Just like them Africans that's over there, they don't go out there by themselves. When they go out there 5 and 6 deep. Cause they smart. Cause you supposed to move like that. You move alone, that's how you end up missing. Women went out there washing in the middle of the night. Oh, she didn't come back. Cause you out there trying to do shit by your damn self. And you know where you at. You forgot though. Sometimes people forget. You're in the jungle. Oh, in every lake, it might be a alligator up in there. You might in there washing your clothes and he snatch your ass in. But that's God's dimension though. not common sense. Not common sense. It's just God's dimension. You know what I'm saying? He said, "How can make rules, bro? And that's not a problem." I mean, yeah, you making your own rules. You making your own rules, bro. You sitting up here. That's why you don't want to claim a certain reason. That's why you try to combine them. You can't combine two religions. Yeah. If you combine two religions, that means you're a part of both. That means you got to have some Muslim in you, and that means you don't supposed to be drinking. You don't supposed to be eating pork. You don't supposed to be smoking. You're a hypocrite, bro. And I'm gonna do it like that. And before you sit back and you just slang some old comment out there, I want you to listen to yourself. I want you to listen what you saying. I can do whatever I want to do and still claim your religion. Now, when you want to do whatever you do, leave the religion out of it and be just a regular old man. Don't go in there and demote religion because you want to be part of everything. I want to be part of Christian and I want to be part of what's name, but I don't want to live by none of their rules. Muslims have rules, player, and you ain't abiding by none of them. And I don't be wanting to hear nobody that ain't abiding. That's just like Jordan the frack. And they trying to get you to pay tithe. They trying to get you wear colors. They trying to get you to do all that. And you ain't trying to do none of that, but you want to steady be up in there. They gonna kick your ass out. And I think God then already kicked you out of his little what's not. Because if God watching you and he's saying, the person you're supposed to be doing better and all that old type of stuff and this and that, he breaking all the rules. Everything I tell him not to do, he doing it. Everything the religion tell him to not do, he doing it. Oh my. What this is the main thing of a hypocrite. Sitting up here saying stuff and ain't abiding by no rules. What rules do a Christianism got to live by then? Now? You ain't got no. That's why you pick that religion because it's in the middle, and you ain't got to live by no rules. You ain't got to live with Muslim do, and you ain't got to live with Christian do, because even Christians in the Bible it say that they shouldn't eat bottom feeding fish, shrimp, catfish. Yeah, all that is in the Bible too. So I want to see people what's name see because I used to be deep in that thing, looking for all the stuff you don't supposed to be doing. Just waiting for people like you to attack me. I mean, I'm just ignorant like this sometimes. Okay, go ahead with them.
You, my brother, I understand why God let that be mean. The zoo in Jackson ain't the problem. It's the zoo around the zoo, the problem.
Right. Yeah. But if you it let you tell it ain't no problem. God said he got a plan for all them people that died. It was God's will. He wanted all them people to die. He want all these black folk killing each other. That's what you saying in so many words. If God don't make no mistakes, he want all these people, he want all these mothers crying. That what you saying? Is that what you saying? Ruben, is that what you saying? He want all these mothers crying? Because if he don't make mistakes, that means everybody he killed this year, they deserve to be dead. That's what you saying. And I'm not gonna go for that. because I live in the real world where I can judge on what I see and say it's something humanely wrong about the inner city, how we think and how we move than other towns all around here. Because you know what they say? They got a whole song out that Ruben, you need to what's name? It's called Try That in My Small Town. And you can Google that up by one of them old country boys. I done played on here before. You remember that small town thing? Try that in the small town, in my small town. Google that up.
Me?
Yeah, you can Google that up.
What am I looking for again? Small town.
Try that in this small town. Try that in the small town. They're gonna Google up. Let me see the book he wrote. Come on with it. You want me? I read it while you looking up the little small town thing. Know this, bro. I pray to God, and God be talking to me, and God talk to everybody, right? So I mean, it ain't like he just single you out and just start talking to you and left all us alone. He talked to all of us. So I mean, we can just throw that on out because God talks to everybody. You can talk to him, and he talked to everybody. Okay, he told me why you not listening because he told me this is you. And Marcus, what? Twins, he be hood tell you be rich. He told me Marcus was cut the wrong way, but told me to always be his brother. The man gone. But remember, Ruben, I'm the one that not smoking and drinking, and you the one that is. But I'm cut the wrong way. Maybe you cut the wrong way, and you don't even want to answer to it. Sometimes the person that's pointing all the fingers is you remember they say when you point one finger, you got four pointing back at you. That's what you sound like right now. You sound like the dude that's always pointing the fingers. If you're always pointing fingers, if you want to blame everything on God, you got to blame the good things and the bad. If he don't make no mistakes, that means you saying everybody that died around here deserved it. Ain't no reason to make no changes because God was calling them anyway. He already had a set date and a set time that he was going to shut them down anyway.
Okay, tell me again about the video you're talking about. You said you sent it to me?
No. I was saying we done played it on the show before. It's about in this small town. Let me see.
Is a country like?
Yeah, it's a
Caucasian
country.
people.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Play it. Play some of it. Now, we do not own rights to this music. You can play the song, but just don't put it on there or something.
Oh, just play it.
You might not need to play the song. Do it. Got the can you put it on closed caption or something? We might have to type up. We do not own the rights to this thing before we even put it up here because they be tripping about that music. Just show the title of it though, so Ruben can see the title. Just show the title. That'll keep me from wasn't it? Just show it so you can see the song that I'm talking about. Yeah, it's called Jason Adams. Try That in a Small Town. I want you to listen to that. You probably already got it on repeat, Ruben, but I want you to listen to that. What's the name? Let's see, we got a better one than this one. Yeah, I want you to watch that video and that was name, and you tell me what you think about that. Because it's letting you know that the stuff that's going on in Jackson and in these inner cities and Chicago and all that, now You ain't gonna bring that to they small and they town that shut down at 10 and 11 o'clock. They ain't letting that happen. And that's what they trying to tell you in so many words. You see the video what they showing? And this is under fair use. We're using this under fair use and all that. Okay, we done. Nah, that should be long enough for him to be able to watch that video and see what's going on. Let's do one more topic or something before we get up out of here. I knew a lot of people gonna be watching that. I gotta finish watching that president debate. Hey, you watch some of that president debate? What you think about that? Ruben, what you think about who won the president debate? I know what you're gonna say, but just entertain me anyway, Ruben. Who you think won the president debate? I got to finish watching it because I missed about 30 minutes of it. I got to finish watching that. I got my hour in. That's what I want to hear. Come on with it. Because by the time you say that, we'll have to do a part 2 or something.
We already did that one.
What you mean? On this show. You hear me?
I already did that banner. Go to your next one.
Oh, hold on. Let me see.
Consistent affection and appreciation of being a part of each other's life. There's some letters missing in that.
I'm going to put the other one up while you think about it. Oh, do women want what's good to them or good for them?
Well, I would say a lot of times now we be wanting what's good to us, not for us.
Right.
I can say, yeah, you get caught up in what's good to you, and you miss out because you don't know what's good for you, and then you looking crazy years later.
I kind of like that one. So I'm gonna ask you a question. Okay. Now, give me an example. What's good to you?
Okay, what's good to me? Whatever makes me feel good. That's to me. Stuff that make me feel good. The gifts,
ice cream,
dinner, the gifts, the dinner, the physical pleasures. Anything that makes me smile or happy, like just those little materialistic things. But what's good for me? Somebody that's gonna help me be on a path of being something good. Saving, living life better, not partying as hard, staying out all night and jumping from Tom, Dick, and Harry's bed, That's too much like right. You're treating me nice. I want somebody to be mean to me. It's sad, but it's true. How they say what they call it, wham bam, slam bam, thank you, ma'am. That seems like a lot of women, we are attracted to dumb stuff like that. Yeah, sometimes. But one mindset, if you be in a better place, I think I don't even think my mindset even came with age. I think it came with eventually experience. So if I started experiencing more before my age, I probably would have made a better decision than I have now at my age. So
Okay. Did you want to do that other what's name before we go?
what's the name?
The one before that, the one you had corrected or whatever.
We good.
We'll do a part two anyway. Though. Let me put it on here. So let me make sure. Okay. All right. Well, how they say? How they say it? Oh Lord, that man, you got a super smile. About this thing. Yeah, we did our 2 hours. So
Yeah. Strong. I ride away. On a silverboard emergency. Ain't worried, they ain't notice me. Strong. Gotta get paid. Go long till I'm 6 feet. I'm pocket full on repeat. I ride away. On a silverboard emergency. Ain't worried, they ain't notice me. Strong. Gotta get paid.
you never did come in on the election, Ruben. You never did. Did you watch the Ruben? Did you watch the debate tonight? Did you watch any of the debate tonight, Ruben? Because I want to get your what's name on here. I want to see what you thought about it. You know what? Tomorrow, that's when they're supposed to do all that raining, don't they?
Yeah, hurricane's supposed to hit by tomorrow.
Do it all hit tonight?
Tomorrow, in Louisiana by 8. It'll be here tomorrow evening, I think.
Okay. Okay, because I'm trying to figure it out. How they say, I'm gonna do my final prediction what time it gonna hit, and then I'm out of here.
Don't get no help.
2 p.m. I'm out of here. It might rain a little bit in the morning, but 2 p.m. It's on and pop. Okay. I just made my
Okay.
prediction. 2 p.m.
What did you
is
say?
on 2 p.m.
2 p.m. when?
tomorrow evening. 2
Tomorrow?
p.m. Yeah.
2 p.m. tomorrow?
After,
Wednesday.
yeah. 2
Okay.
p.m. tomorrow. Okay, what he said? He said, I rock with AK, bro. She be the next president. Tell your audience tomorrow night about 10 p.m. It's getting ugly. So LaRuben say 10 p.m. tomorrow.
And you say
I'm
2
saying
p.m.
2 p.m. Bam. You need to be, what's name? 2 p.m. It's gonna be raining ready. 2 p.m. to me.
Okay.
Cause I know sometimes it get pushed back, but I'm just gonna go with it though.
Okay.
Cause see, yeah, I see what he looking at it. He said, "Oh yeah, hurricane said what's name 10, 10. Oh, hold on, that might be. Yeah, I think they said 10 20 tomorrow. But
Like I said, I'm gonna go with 2 p.m. It gonna be out. I will go with 2 p.m. So 2 p.m. you need to be in your destination in the house or whatever. So
I'm watching this storm. I'm riding. I'm riding.
all right, well, I had a nice show, man. It was good. I mean, we did get off subject like always. I know somebody gonna watch it tomorrow and be like, "Them people
That's
always
what you do.
decide." It is what it is.
Yep.
Yep. That look. What's that hood talk? I didn't get ready. Yeah, I might have to do a show tomorrow if I'm gonna be in the house. If I be in the house, I might have to do a show tomorrow. It's Wednesday, it's hump day. I might do a show tomorrow in the house. Can't go nowhere. Yep. Look, my co-host like, yeah, you'll be by yourself. You ain't even have to make it seem so obvious. You're like, you'll be by yourself doing the show. All right, man, Ruben. It was nice. I guess we're going to mess around. What he said? Lights off.
Well, if the lights are off.
Oh, no, I ain't gonna get ugly. See, you stay in the country. Your light might be out, man. My lights ain't gonna be out like that. We're gonna make it happen. I got generators over here, I plug some stuff up. We're gonna make it work over here. Now, only thing that might make me mad if the Wi-Fi off.
That's what's gonna happen.
Look, lights can be rectified, but that Wi-Fi, you can't make that. Oh no, I don't know now. I got new sounds. Yeah, I can make it. I'm gonna get right regardless tomorrow. Man, that part.
Okay.
So I'm be here. All right. Well, we'll see y'all tomorrow and all that good stuff. And what did he say? What did he say? You what? What did he come up with words? What in the world is touchy? What does touchy mean?
Maybe he was trying to say thirsty. I'm not sure.
No. Google that up right quick. I gotta know what he mean by touchy. He be coming up with some words. That be some slick stuff he be throwing out there before we get out the show.
Touchy. Maybe he was trying to say that.
We're gonna exactly what he said.
I don't know. It doesn't come up as a word.
It come up as a name.
Right. That's why I said it does not come up as a word. So that's why I'm thinking he's trying to say touchy.
Oh, it say a Thai YouTuber and star who is best known for his comedic and lifestyle and prank-based videos.
That's not what Ruben meant. I think he was trying to say touchy.
How they say, it is what it is.
Yes, it is.
Like I said, and we'll holler at y'all tomorrow. All that good stuff. Let me see. Let me do this one more time. Yeah. Trip all big splash, baby, you can see it. Yeah. Strong. All right, on the surfboard emergency, ain't worried, they ain't notice me. Gotta get paid. Go long till I'm 6 feet. I'm trying to get a joke enough time to rebuke what I'm talking about.
Ain't that right? Man, I guess I'll give me a good night's sleep after I finish watching the debate. I got to see what happened on the end. People already inboxing me about the debate, so I can be able to listen to the rest of my boy's stuff before I go to debate. All right, so we'll see y'all later. Peace.